Good evening, this is Bruce and welcome to my shop again on this lovely Saturday evening. This is what's in the box 7 and why I don't have enough tap wrenches, and we will show this out now. There's been a bit of hargy-bargy across the board with the jealousy of this lovely big tap wrench that Bob showed us, that Adam showed us. And by the way, I wish Adam all the best. He's going through a bit of a period at the moment trying to sort his health out. But Tom and I and others have been a bit of hargy-bargy around. And what I want to do tonight is to show the tools I have and why I need a couple of larger tap wrenches than the ones I have, and how we what sort of a range of tap wrenches I own and use. So firstly we can start, I'll bring these over here. Let's see, yeah, okay, we can bring those down. All right, we'll start with the small handle, the small tap handle, this one here. A very small one, not branded or anything, just been machined and machined out, very simple, and that works quite well for smaller stuff. And from there we go on to this larger one, which is a number 155 T&G. And this is similar to what Tom was talking and Adam was talking about with this lock nut. And you have this little lock nut here, and you can lock it up and it holds it steady. And this is a nicely machined one as well, T&G number 155. Next ones I've got is a no brand. This is also a small one, a number 0, number 475, 0 on the other side. No real discussion here about what. The interesting thing about this one, it's got relief on both sides, both cheeks, because quite often you'll get a tap handle that the V's here, the side cheeks, won't actually accommodate the size that the anvil will open up to. Then I've got a couple of other ones. These are aluminium alloy ones. This one I've had for many years. It's done a lot of work, as you can see, well and shiny. And this is one of the newer age ones, made of monkey metal, and all loose inside. The anvil's all loose and that, but it's there and so forth. I must say that these are ones that I have in my workshop, but I also have elsewhere. This is now this one here is one I made when I was an apprentice. Machined this up and made it not when I was an apprentice, sorry, when I was at trade school in about 1962 or 1963. And this one here is quite a solid unit, and I quite enjoy working with this particular one. And I've made it also with a hole through here, so you can put a screwdriver or whatever in and give it a bit of a lock up. So they are the smaller models, and now we'll come on to the others. So I've got a Starrett. This is a Starrett number 91B. They're very nice. They're very nice. There's no question about it. The Starretts make a very nice, very smooth operating handle. Then the next one I've got is a number 5. This one's a no brand, but this one's a number 5. And this one I put a couple of old rubber hose on them to give it a bit better grip. This one gets a lot of use. It's quite a handy size. I've got two here that I've had for donkey's years. This one I'd stamped with the M, which was my signage years ago. Neither of them have got a brand on them, but both of them are quite good units. This one here has been through the wars. It's been worked very hard with other guys in the workshop. That was the main one, and we even had to tack weld the back anvil in there. And then from there we've got another couple. This is from a set. This is the big brother to the the other unit we saw made out of monkey metal, and they don't excite me that much. This is Australian made, P&N in Australia, and they're always a good brand and a good model, and this is a number 6. This one I picked up in a flea market, and this is the number 7. Once again, this one's been welded up, it's been repaired, and it's had a hard life, but they're very good. And what I like about them is it's got the right and left hand threads in here, which gives you a very good leverage on that. So that's one that gets a bit of use. And then this fella here is the P&N, once again Australian made one, same thing, that's the number 7. And the largest one I carry is this P&N Australian made one with the number 7B, and that also gets a lot of use. And if you look at my movie Apollo 22 Get Her Out, then you'll see some of those in actions. Now, apart from those types, we also have some others. Maybe I'll swing that, I'll pan that across a little bit, pan that over here, and we'll show you. So we've got these standard small type T-bar wrenches. This one here is a Stewart. I'm assuming a Stewart is probably made in Great Britain. This one's a 5/32 to 1/4 inch, no brand on it. This one here is also a no brand. Some of these are better than others. This one's got a little Allen key in the end, so you can tighten up the spring in there. These other ones just got a free hold in it. That's those 3. Then I've got 2 more. The handles are in the cupboard, and these are the Ratchet type. That one's a no brand. This one's also a no brand, the Ratchet style units. One of the ones I like very much, and I've had this for a long time, is this particular unit, and it has replaceable collets. And these collets, they've got a T connection in there, and they go inside and they connect into it. Now this is a Depose France, EB, I can't see what the other big is, and that's got 6 different collets, and this has served me extremely well over 40 years or more. Then I've got another Ratchet unit. I have several of these. I've got another one in the car. That's a smaller style one with a long handle, and this one will work. This one's also a Ratchet, and that's that one there. But one of the things that I use a lot of are these. Now these are made by Rigid. This particular lot has been sold by the automotive people. But it's branded warning, wear eye protection, number 5 USA. Now these are all numbered, and these are all these sizes. These sizes, these are the 3 of the larger ones. So the largest of all, this fella here, is all wear the same thing. That's the number 11. So it goes up to number 11, and these work extremely well. We'll just grab any tap here. So we've got a particular tap. We just look for the one that'll fit into. There you are. That fits in. Inside here is an O-ring, and that grips the tap. And then what we do, this one here is a 3/8 square, so we can just fit it up with a 3/8 ratchet, and we can use that way. So we've got all of those ones there to add, and sometimes I have extensions on there. and sometimes I may also use these snap-on Blue Point tools. They've got bearings inside here, and we can connect that up and you can use that for tapping. These are quite awkward. They work for some things, they don't work for others. I've got a feeling I might modify some of these. So there's a 1/4 inch square drive one, and that I meant to say this is by Snap-on. And this brings me back to who knows between Snap-on and Rigid, both American companies, both selling same products with the same numbering system on them, and just having a different badge. So coming back to the Rigid extractors that we've spoken to about at length, if you buy this from Snap-on, it's badged as a Blue Point. All the numbering, everything is identical to this Rigid. And the same with these. You'll find these in the Rigid book, and you'll find them in the Snap-on book. And they have no brand marked on them. But as I say, I've had these, I've got other ones, and I've had these for a long time, and I was put onto them by a mechanic actually. And look how neat that is. So anyway, we're deviating from what we really want to do. So I do have 1 or 2 tap handles here, of course. But what I'm short of is the tap handles for much larger. I'll just bring that back around again. Pretty rough today, I'm sorry about that. So what we need is a tap handle. I need tap handles, larger ones, to look after the larger size taps I've got, because you know at times. The other day I had a job with very small taps, and you know sometimes I have tiny taps. You know these. This is a number 6BA set. This little set here, but sometimes I can have even smaller than that. Like this particular one here, this is a 0 number 80. Sorry, a 080 TPI. These fellas here. So with them, I haven't got a problem. I've got something. I've got tools and handles and so forth to help me out with those. And actually, if we're talking about little ones, I can even just show you some of these. That are even these are watchmaker ones. You can see how tiny these are. And, but my problem is when I come to big ones, and if you look at Apollo 22, you'll see some of the tools I was using there. And when I come to work with, and I have quite a few of these, like this one, is 1.5 inch, 16 TPI. Well, even my big spanner here, I can't get that in. It's too small. And so I need a bigger one of this. And there are a couple of larger sizes, and I've got that on my wish list. And oh, this one will fit in, sorry. This particular one will fit in, but that's it. So when I come to the 1.5 inch BSP, then that definitely will not fit in there. Let's have a look. We're a little bit shy there. In fact, we're a lot shy. So this is my case. If anybody out there that has larger ones, you know, sometimes I even have even bigger ones than that, like this 2 inch UNC left hand tap, or a 2 inch UNC right hand tap. And they're pretty big. And it's very, very difficult to work with 2 shifting spanners, and that's what I would like. I would like to complement this small quantity of tap wrenches that I have, because you'd appreciate it. My threads are a big part of my business. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and we'll move on from there.